Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Dumansing. The Senate Committee on Rules and Judiciary met Friday on St. Croix to discuss several bills. The 8 pieces of legislation that moved forward dealt with health care, education, taxes, and insurance, and had already been explored in their various committees. News 2's Erica Parsons has details.
Yes.
With unanimous support, lawmakers from the Senate Rules Committee voted favorably on the 4 bills dealing with education.
So I support the measure.
I think it's a move in the right direction.
I'm happy to give my stamp of approval to this piece of legislation.
Bill 30-11 would amend the VI Code and establish a program between the University of the Virgin Islands and the Department of Education to help high school students earn college credit while taking high school courses. Similarly, the other bills on education would advance educational opportunities for all VI residents, not just students. And all the senators present echoed positive support. Senate President Sean Michael Malone hailed the bills as forward-thinking. He said improvements to education and health care ultimately lead to workforce development. Another bill on the table, though unanimously passed, met with some concerns. Bill 30-91 amends the VI Code to pay the marine terminal tax directly to the Port Authority instead of the VI government. And senators said in committee they took issue with that because of the territory's fiscal crisis. Port Authority Executive Director Carlton Dowe testified that the deterioration and poor condition of the territory's ports is in itself a crisis.
Whatever goods we consume must come to our ports, seaport or airport. We could no longer allow them to deteriorate.
He explained that the money itself would not be enough to fund the infrastructure's challenges, but it would help as leverage to seek greater funding for the necessary projects. The bill is effective in October when the new fiscal year begins, and that made a difference with senators who said they still have to address this year's budget shortfall. Erica Parsons, News 2.
All 8 bills on Friday's agenda passed unanimously and will be forwarded to the full Senate for consideration. Major crimes detectives on St. Thomas recently closed a year-old cold case. Yesterday, 28-year-old Errol Nesbitt Jr. was arrested for the July 2012 shooting of Alicia, a 33-year-old native of Jerusalem. Detectives connected Nesbitt to the case when they discovered that several days before the shooting, Nesbitt had an altercation with a relative of the victim. On July 15, 2012, Nesbitt shot Yanis in the head as the victim was walking toward his car. Nesbitt is currently held without bail pending further court action.
On June 13, 2013, Nesbitt was arrested without incident in Estate Contant by Major Crimes, Intelligence Unit, and Special Operations Bureau officers. Nesbitt will face charges of first-degree murder in connection to Yane's death.
Police on St. Croix arrested 32-year-old Marcus Bennett of Estate La Grande Princess after he struck an officer who stopped the vehicle he was operating because of an expired registration sticker. Officers on patrol observed the illegal vehicle driving in the area of Five Corners in Christiansted on June 13th at 5 p.m. and indicated the driver to stop. Bennett then attempted to hit the patrol car with his vehicle, drove away, and the officers chased him. He eventually stopped the car and got out, but when he was approached, he punched the officer and was subdued and arrested. Bennett was charged with third-degree assault and placed on a $25,000 bail and was remanded to the Golden Grove prison. As Traffic Investigation Bureau officers step up vehicle tint regulations, they're also setting up tint meter clinics to help you check if your tint is within legal limits. In St. Croix, just go to the Sunshine Mall parking lot this Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. That's June 13th to 14th from 4 to 7 p.m. Your vehicle tint must transmit at least 35% visible light. If officers find that your tint is unlawful, you can remove it on the spot or go to another location to have it removed. Well, across the nation, Flag Day is being celebrated today. Ceremonies throughout the territory honor the 236th birthday of the U.S. flag. News' Shaniqua Robinson has more.
On this day, the U.S. flag is being honored, symbolizing the anniversary of the Flag Resolution of 1777. Members of the American Legion Post within the Virgin Islands are conducting special ceremonies on this day.
We honor the flag every year at that time, and also with the flag ceremony, you pause at 5:30, the national flag ceremony, and to honor or respect the flag.
At the end of the ceremony, unserviceable flags are being disposed. The community and local businesses were urged to bring any American flag that has been torn or battered in order to dispose of them in a respectable manner.
You don't just take an unserviceable flag and throw it in the garbage or burn it. We go through a ceremony created by the American Legion that honor and respect this flag before it's destroyed.
The first national observance of Flag Day came on June 14, 1877, 100 years after the original resolution establishing the nation's symbol. While Flag Day was celebrated in various communities for years, it was not until August 3, 1949, that President Truman signed an act of Congress designating June 14th of each year as National Flag Day. There's no chance that this ceremony will ever be missed, for the Legionnaires are devoted to making this day memorable.
Every year we make sure we come out and do the ceremony for Flag Day.
Shaniqua Robinson, News 2.
While this is the 236th birthday of the U.S. flag, today is also the 238th birthday of the United States Army. While the biggest competition of chicken wings will kick off at the Magens Bay Beach this Saturday, so who will be crowned the champion in the annual King of the Wings competition this year? News 2's Sean David caught up with the team over at Hooters on St. Thomas as they prep and try to bring home the trophy in this year's competition.
On a regular day, you can catch Frank Hunter managing the kitchen and floors of Hooters here in St. Thomas. But this week, the intensity heats up as he gets ready to help his team to victory at the 4th annual King of the Wing competition this Saturday.
To go up against some of them big guys, it could put a little pressure on you, you know, and but pressure is what drives me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to look forward to the challenge.
Frank says he is confident in the newest Hooters technique in the kitchen and hopes it will give his team the edge. After spending 3 decades in the culinary field, Frank hopes his experience can position himself to be in the winner's bracket and also to help his comrades gain more knowledge on the grill at the competition.
You know, hoping to stand next to the best, if not be the best, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's each one teach one process, so hoping I can teach as well as me learning.
And although the King of the Wing competition is filled with good food and fun, one cannot forget the true importance of the event, to fundraise for a good cause.
Last year we were able to raise $52,000, and so hopefully we'll be able to meet that same level this year. It's a great event. It's for the Nana Baby Home, so I think we should do very well.
Charity is very important for us all, you know? Got to give back.
Sean David, News 2.
The 4th annual King of the Wing event kicks off this Saturday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. All proceeds will benefit the Nana Baby Foster Home on St. Thomas. Well, opposition fighters battling Syrian government forces should soon see military aid from the U.S. soon. We get more from CBS.
Opposition fighters battling Syrian government forces should see military aid from the U.S. soon.
We've decided to take this step of increasing, again, both the size and the scope of assistance.
The White House came to the decision after finding enough proof the Syrian government used chemical weapons against its own people.
We have a broad range of evidence associated with the multiple incidents of chemical weapons use that we assessed took place.
Russia, Syria's strongest ally, rejected that evidence, and Syrian state-run television also pushed back, claiming it is the rebels using chemical weapons.
While the White House is promising military assistance to opposition forces, the administration won't get into specifics about what or how much it plans to send.
Some lawmakers have called for arming the rebels and blocking the Syrian government's air power.
We can go in and establish a no-fly zone, and we can change this equation on the battlefield.
Syrian American organizations say rebel fighters need all the help they can get.
Unfortunately, I think that there could have been a stronger reaction to the red line being crossed. But again, we are more than happy to have any announcement of greater support going to the opposition.
President Obama will discuss the situation with Russian President Vladimir Putin and other world leaders at the G8 summit next week. Tara Mergener for CBS News, the White House.
And keeping our eye on the economy, more young Americans are ditching credit cards. New figures show about 16% of consumers aged 18 to 29 didn't have a single credit card last year. Young Americans are averaging a little over $2,000 in credit card debt. After watching the recession hurt the older generations, many young people are opting for debit cards or prepaid cards instead. This is the New York Stock Exchange with Scotiabank Stock Market Watch. Everything down. The Dow 105, NASDAQ 21, S&P 9. Coming up on News 2, 74 scholarships are given away to some deserving Virgin Islands students. Highlights from the presentation held today. Plus, the theme this year is Come and Explore the Culture Scene for Festival 2013. And St. Johnians are inviting you to do just that. A preview of festival coming up next. Well, today was a day of celebration for many Virgin Islands students whose hard work was rewarded at the 2013 CFVI Scholarship Awards reception in St. Thomas. The Community Foundation of the Virgin Islands gave away 74 scholarships worth a total of $196,000. 70 of these scholarships supported students pursuing a college education. 2 graduate scholarships were also handed out, and 2 enrichment scholarships were awarded to high school students.
Over the years, we've been able to give away close to $2 million in scholarships, and it's an increasing number every year thanks to the generosity of the donors in the Virgin Islands. So, big day for celebration, and we really just are so excited about the future of the Virgin Islands when we look at all the shining faces that were here today.
Well, congratulations to all the students. Well, the theme this year is Come and Explore the Culture Scene for Festival 2013. And St. Johnians are inviting you to do just that. Events continue this weekend. Here's a preview of St. John Festival. Come and explore the culture scene for Festival 2013. That is the theme for St. John Festival. Events are already in full swing.
Our next event is going to be our senior variety show, and that's going to be Friday night, and we're honoring Mrs. Alice O'Connor, who is Robert O'Connor Jr.'s mom, who has been a ardent supporter of the festival. And then we're having the bike race Saturday morning, and that's really a large number of persons, really grown. This week we're having our princess pageant, and that's going to be on Father's Day, which is Sunday afternoon. On the 21st we're having a festival mix. We have 5 queen contestants. The food fair and coronation is going to be on the 23rd, which is right after that. And our food fair honoree is Florisha Henley. Also on the 22nd, the Children's Village is being opened. And then on the 28th, we have the Festival Village opening. And the person who is being honored this year is Stedwin Fred Sr.
Some of the bands included in the musical lineup include School Sessions, Carry Me, Spectrum, WCK, Pumpa and the Unit, Crossfire, Kess the Band, Bunji Garland, Small Axe, Denise Belfon, and Patrice Roberts.
We have a festival parade at 11, and then we have a firework display at 9.
Be sure to plan ahead for ferry departures. Security will also be beefed up.
Please bring some form of identification to be used at Red Hook. We're sure that TSA will be there. Parking lot will be closed from June 19th through July 8th, so please be sure to move your vehicle on the prior to the 19th. And we have a large parking area that's down by the barge, where the barge comes in. Lots and lots of space there. It's a short walk from the parking area to where the festival village is being held. Come to the beach and just walk around and enjoy St. John, because it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. Again, the senior variety show will be held at the Winston Wells Ball Field. Saturday, it's the bike race at 8 a.m. The meeting spot is at St. John National Park at 8 a.m. Then Sunday, the show many are looking forward to the selection of the 2013 St. John Festival Princess. Well, the annual Father's Day weekend celebration in Frenchtown gets underway this evening and runs through Sunday, June 16th. For 3 nights, live entertainment will be provided in the Father's Day Village. The opening ceremony takes place tonight at 7:30 p.m. Entertainment by DJ Tony T of 105 Jams, Sweeta Band, and Spectrum Band. On Saturday, the band called When performs, and then Top Notch. On Father's Day afternoon, Sunday, the Get Together Scratch Band, beginning very early at 4 p.m., followed later in the evening by Cool Sessions Brass at 7 p.m. An awards presentation is scheduled. Well, our pet of the week paid us a visit today, a friendly Terrier mix named Cypress. The Humane Society is asking for your help in finding her a home. If you or anyone you know can provide a good, caring home for Cypress, call the Humane Society at 775-0599.
And today we have Cypress, who is extremely nervous, obviously. She's about 1 year old. She is a terrier mix, and she was actually a bait dog, and everybody knows what a bait dog is. But she was rescued, and she's at the shelter now. She did test positive for heartworms, but we have a sponsor who's going to pay for all of the medication. But we need to find her a home so she can get treated, because it needs to be a calm environment where she's going, okay? And she's a great dog.
Cypress is indeed adorable. Stick around. Your News 2 AccuWeather forecast comes your way next.